Welcome ladies and gentlemen, it's Solvax here and you're watching me attempt to play Starcraft 2 in another episode of Road to Pro. This is the 4th episode of Road to Pro that I've uploaded on YouTube. Now before we start this video, I have a little bit of an announcement to make. This is my 100th video on YouTube, so I'm officially the most unsuccessful YouTuber that has uploaded 100 videos in the history of YouTube. I have only 31 subscribers and at least 5,000 views overall on my channel, so that is really bad for me. But well, I didn't expect too much because I haven't been putting too much effort into actually making it in YouTube. But let's put that to the side and let's start this match. Let me introduce my opponent. He's playing Zerg. Oh, excuse me. He's playing Protoss, and we are playing on Teldrim Ultra, if I'm correct. I think I am. I might not be. His name is Eddie. He's in the red trunks. He's playing in the lower left-hand side corner, and I'm in the lower right-hand side corner. Excuse me, playing in the blue trousers, which is not characteristical to me. I usually play in green, but I forgot to change that. And another announcement that I need to make is that a person, a really nice person, decided to borrow me his account, his second Starcraft 2 account. So now I officially have an account that I can play any race on, that I can play matchmaking mode on, and I will soon be making videos from certain leagues. Now this is an unranked match. This is one of the placement matches that I have played, and I gotta tell you, I'm not doing so well. I'm really doing extremely bad. My early game is okay, mid game is lackish, and my late game, excuse me, I'm just getting mixed up, is extremely bad. Now he's going for the Forge Fast Expand here on the second base. He's put down his first pile of hail here, and he's sending his probe to do some scouting here. And one thing that early players forget is if they see a probe going down here where one of your buildings is up and running, they tend to move a lot of units from a lot of workers from their middle line just to stop that unit. I don't do such because there is no actual need. He has no intention of harassing me whatsoever, because he knows that he can't do much if I decided to pull units from my mineral line. But if he decided to harass, he would have the potential of denying me a lot of mining time. And here, like I said, he is going for that fast Forge expand. He's gonna expand here on the natural, which is pretty well protected. He can put some cannons here that can deal with any sort of drop that might come from this way. So this is a nice defensive map to put down your second. And as we can see, that the second, third and fourth base are very close together here. So that is the natural, that is the second expansion, and that is the fourth, I believe. Yes. Now here I'm going for a very normal build: supply depot 9, barracks 12, and a second barracks here before I try to expand to here. And now here I sent just a little probe to see if I may be getting cannon rushed, and then in the middle of descending it, I decide to go and scout the base. Now in the meantime, he has sent a probe up there, the same probe that scouted my base, to build a pylon here. Now you will see when that comes in game later. And my probe is going, my SCV is going here. I will spot this gateway getting up, as well as this forge here and this expansion here, and my knowledge of Protoss led me to believe that there is nothing in his base, and I was actually correct. There is absolutely no buildings except a nexus in his base. Then I decided just to pull back because there is absolutely no need to do anything else. I could have camped down here to later scout, do later some scouting, and here I finally put up my first Marine here, and I'm building a tech lab here to get the stim early. But in the meantime, I decided to change my build a little bit, and I'm going for a third barrack before expanding, which is a very stupid idea because barracks do cost a lot of money, and I don't like having barracks without reactors or tech labs on them. So immediately when I put down that reactor, when I get enough gas, I'm going to put a reactor on this barracks. Again, I have not taken my second gas. I do not like to take gases very early in the game because I am stupid. Yes, that is the only reason why I do not take gases. I could have taken this gas very long ago, which would have been a good idea, because I was going for a Marauder, Marine, and Medevac heavy play, because that is what is the meta game to play against Protoss at this moment. And finally that nexus has gone down and he started mining from it. He did not take the gas. He has one gas in the natural, which I should have actually checked to see how many gas he has in the natural, but I was too stupid to do that. Well, it doesn't matter. In the meantime, he has put down a photon cannon here and a cybernetics core to upgrade his air weapons, his air units. But I don't know why he did that, because I can tell you that he did not have a lot of air units. He was maybe getting that, oh, he was putting that to upgrade it to warp gates, which is actually a good idea. And I finally put down my expansion here on the natural, which is too late. Too late. It's a 6-minute mark. When 6-minute mark, I should have probably been at maybe 60 supply and already have a factory and a starport down here. But I am still producing units. I am producing marauders and marines, and I've started researching stim. While in the meantime, my opponent is producing stalkers and zealots. He hasn't got almost anything. Let us see what is the number for that. The units, excuse me, he doesn't have any other units at this time except that 1 stalker and 33 drones, but I have only 20 drones, which is very, very low number of drones here. That is really ridiculous number of drones. But well, he has expanded, I have not, so 20 drones on the natural on your main base is not so bad. 24 is the optimal number, 3 for every for each and every mineral field here, but well, that doesn't matter at the moment. Now I'm still building a lot of units, and I take these two marauders and move up to this Telnaga tower to get some view over here. I also take 2 marauders, 2 marines with them, excuse me. In the meantime, this expansion is done, and now I try to flock some units over there, try to flock a few SCVs, or I don't. Well, I should have. Now this this little force is going up to his base to see what kind of damage he can do, and he does have only 1 stalker out, but he has that cannon there, which will halt my progress for quite some time. And I think oh my god, I can't speak today, excuse me. I lose 1 marine, and he immediately warps in 2 more sentries, 2 more stalkers, and 4 more zealots here, 3 more zealots here to delay this push. But in the meantime, I'm moving all of my units. That is, I think, 5 marines and 3 more marauders here. So in total, that is 7 marines and 5 marauders to take on this force, which is not a good idea because there are 3 stalkers here. They have 0-0, and also zealots are at 0-0. But I do have stim. But I try to take down this pylon, and I was going to take down this pylon, but I did not notice this pylon behind here because I was focusing on taking down that pylon and trying not to get slaughtered by here. But he immediately warps more units here, and I did not notice that. I now notice it, and I know it's time to back off, but I decide to throw this force because that is not a lot of units, and I can't afford to lose them here. I thought I can, but I actually could not afford to lose them. I do try to take 1, maybe 2 zealots with me, but that lucky zealot survives at only, how many, 29 HP, so that was maybe 2 hits from those marauders. But in the meantime, I'm always building more units. Here I'm building the first tank where I put down my factory. I was waiting for that first tank because I did not use gas here. I'm only mining with 2 guys here, and I just now put my 3rd and 4th gas on the natural here, and I'm trying to get a lot more units here because I think at that moment I was thinking that I might get pushed over here, that I might get denied my 3rd base, but I decided not to take 3rd base because why? I am stupid and I do stupid things. Now this base is nicely saturated, but on the other hand this one is not. There's only 8 plus 3 is 11 units here, and I decided to put down 2 bunkers here just to fortify my position a little bit, because if those zealots come rushing here, those bunkers will be able to deal with them quite easily. And he warps in 2 zealots from that pylon over there, which proves to be very useful for scouting, and he scouts to see if there's a 3rd base, and now he knows there's not a 3rd base, that I'm going for a 2 base play, probably going to go for marauders, he thinks, because he saw marauders, and now he tries to do as much as damage as he can here, but unfortunately he does not do any sort of damage. He only gets 1 hit on those 2 marauders, which is really low. He only takes down 24 HP of them, but as you can see, I'm only putting down now my starport and my 2 engineering bay, which I should have done very long time ago, and I should have expanded already. If I would have expanded, I could be able to put down more marines, more medivacs, and everything. Now I cancel that reactor there because I'm a very stupid person, and I misclicked on the tech lab, and now I'm building a tech lab instead of a reactor, and I could have That is how many mistakes I make. And here I decided to oversaturate this base, which is a stupid idea. I don't know why I didn't expand to this place here, because you can see my mineral is very, very low. I'm producing units on a big scale, and my minerals are very low as well as my gas, while my opponent has enough minerals banked up here to produce this nice little army here of, at the moment, there's 8 plus 2 is 10 stalkers and 10 zealots, which is not a bad force. And he's got a lot of gateways here, and he's got also one more here. So that's 9 gateways here, 8 gateways, excuse me, that he can spawn units, warp in units from. And he's also researching first Colossus here. So as you can see, there is a distinction from him and me. Now, usually the Terran has more units than the Protoss player has, but at the moment I have less units than he has, because I lost a lot of Marauders in that little attempt to push over there, and I'm supply blocking myself here, but I'm still building a lot of units, and I don't know where I sent them. They're over here, accompanied by those 2 tanks. Do have siege mode at this moment, I believe. Yes, siege mode is a very fast expansion, very fast upgrade to get. And here I join 1 medevac for good measures, and now I did not notice that force. Now I notice it. I tried to engage, but more reinforcement come his way. He has 2 immortals, and they easily take down all of my units here. Even those 2 tanks, I tried to deploy them to get some range and some damage into there, and he managed to kill my units, and I did not notice this. I did not see that stupid Colossi up there, and I tried to fuel some units in my bunkers here, try to push him off just for the time being. I managed to do so, and again, I'm not building anything. That is a big mistake. I have enough of everything to build a substantial army of at least Marauders and Marines here, and here I pick up a few units because they were close to dying here. I bail out, try and put them down here, and he's just going to get reinforcements for that pylon up here. He leaves 2 stalkers there just to defend that pylon. No, those were just AFK stalkers, and he's got a nice force here. He's got a lot of stalkers that have 1-1-1, and that Colossus also has 1-1-1, so all of his units have 1-1-1, which is a nice little composition, while my units have 0-0. Yes, 0-0 stimpack, and they don't even have combat shield. Oh my god, so many errors in this game. And there's that little observer just seeing what I'm doing here. As you see, I have only 4 barracks, only 1 factory, and only 1 starport. That is the result of me not using all the minerals I have, and result of not expanding. And now he tries to do a little push. That bunker does go down, and along the Marines in it, and he now is pushing his final push. I know I can't win here. He has 2 how do you call them, 2 mortals here along with that big Colossi. He managed to take down this base without any contest whatsoever. I don't know why I did not put these SCVs back down here, because I thought I could actually do some damage to him. I thought I could spawn enough units here, and now this little Congo line of SCVs going down to my natural base. He pushes back for a second there because he was expecting to have some reserve forces, but unfortunately I don't have any forces. I have one mighty Viking here protecting my base against all of those, and he just let the Colossi take down that refinery here, while the other units tear down my supply depots and my barracks here. So that is actually GG. So let me stop this game and let me talk about what did we learn from this game. Now, we learned that you always need to take a second expansion, especially on this map, because taking a second expansion is very easy. If you put 2 bunkers down here, a few units here, you can't get harassed that easily. There's not a lot of room here to land your units. If you put 1 and 2 towers here, 2 turret towers here, you need to work on your production. I mean, I need to work on my production. I need to put more barracks down, more factories down, and more starports down, and as well I need to do earlier upgrades, which is why I lost this game. He has 1-1-1, he has more units than I have, and he had a lot of gateways. He has 8 gateways here, 8 gateways here, and that is a lot. You see, that is really a lot. He's building another Colossi here, so even if I managed to defend against this push here, I would be destroyed very rapidly by those Colossi and those reinforcements coming up here. Now, this is a very bad game for me because I messed up in every possible way. He's got a lot of forces, a lot more forces than I have, which is not common for a Protoss player. Yes, now, okay, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Road to Pro. My name has been Solfax, and until next time, guys, keep it steady and carry on.